Hey y'all, welcome to this week.
With the leaks.
Well, we just got in.
Yeah.
Leon just got in from church, and
I got in from church.
I listened to church on the way in from Wilmington.
She did, yeah.
I was a part of the service as well. And again, our pastor was talking about the we. Being more concerned about others than we are with ourselves. And I think that's probably the whole purpose of what we do with This Week with the Leaks. Just sharing our life in hopes that it would help other people.
Right,
or
what we do. That's what we do.
Or at least, even if it's just nothing but giving you guys a little chuckle every now and again. That's what he does. But babe, you know, we kind of on the road today was talking about some very interesting things. And
y'all. I don't forget. I'm off the fly.
Yeah,
okay, go ahead, babe.
Because I just came home and didn't really tell him what we we're gonna talk about, but
I'm on the fly. Let's do it, babe. Let's do this.
From a male's perspective, what are some of the things that ladies should be looking for as far as a good mate or date?
I think how their background or how they grew up, conversation, things like that.
So you're saying that if I was a girl interested in you, then I need to see the dynamic of you and your family.
Yeah, how I am with my family. You looking kind of crazy. That ain't.
I'm asking.
She looking kind of crazy. Like, right here. No. No, seriously though. I think that's what you should look at though. Too.
I'm trying to think. Did I really pay attention to that?
No, cause you didn't have to.
Why?
Cause I came straight.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be honest. Okay. Oh, just say some people they'll come with some kind of issues or baggage. I think everybody does.
Yeah.
But sometimes you got to mold them a little bit.
What does that mean? Like you gotta mold them?
You gotta chisel a little bit, chisel out the rough edges a little bit. Because I knew I had some rough edges. I did. I don't think she was chiseling, but I had some rough edges.
Well, I'm going to make this a little bit more personal. I think one of the things about you, when I met you, I was looking for somebody who was going to come along beside me. And if they see things that I need, like I think you saw, like for instance, one of our daughters needed something, maybe groceries, I think it was at that time. Yeah. And Leon was aware of that. So what Leon did, he knew that there was groceries needed, and he went and allowed our daughter to go shopping for groceries that she needed. He didn't have to do that, but he saw a need and figured he could and would help out. And there's some other things.
That's a good point, though.
You want to have somebody in your life that could see, even if it's something like maybe cutting the grass. If he don't cut the grass, maybe he could know somebody who does and will come alongside and cut the grass. But I feel like it's important to have that type of relationship to where you see the need, and because you care about the person, you want to be that person to help alleviate some of that burden, right? And so vice versa.
And not add on the burden.
And not, become a liability. How does this person add or detract? Right. Subtract, not detract.
Yeah, subtract. Right.
Subtract from my life. Are they an asset or are they a liability? Are they costing me? Because you know what? You can have fun with people, with someone you're dating, but what else do you have outside of the fun? Are you guys able to establish and build and grow and learn from each other?
Yeah.
Right?
That's right.
Hey.
You're doing it.
All right.
It's like, because I enjoy being around Vondra. I had a ball, man. So, you got to have that chemistry, because especially, we had some of the similarities as far as interests, traveling, we travel.
Yes.
I got to find somebody I want to travel, and somebody you're gonna enjoy with while you out, like traveling. Because some people, They might be okay at home to hang around, but when you traveling with them and y'all, you know, wherever y'all at, state, out of the country, whatever, you can be miserable. Shotgun, y'all. She put a gun in my head and said, "What you gonna do?"
I did not.
She didn't, y'all. She didn't. She didn't do that.
I did give him an ultimatum.
She sure did. I was shaking in my boots too. I was sweating.
He was not.
I was sweating.
He was not. We were in a relationship going on 5 years.
God, it was that short. I'm saying I thought it was longer than that.
I mean, we've been together for 10 overall.
Yeah.
But it took you about 5 to propose. Because remember now, we just been married 5 years.
Yeah. Took me a minute. Because, I mean, really though, I had been single, had my own place, and I had to figure out if I got to share my space, you know. I don't know if I was comfortable with that at first, me sharing my space.
It was just what you thought
right.
you were going to be losing.
Right, we losing something.
Right, and you had to really think about whether or not. Yeah. I mean, that's real.
That's
fair.
That was about the only thing, though, that I was concerned about, sharing my space, you know.
Because you had been single for you was almost 50 something when you decided to.
50 when I got married. I was 50 years old. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was 50.
So I guess that is a hard adjustment.
But when it boils down to it, it wasn't hard at all. I thought I made it hard. Because my mind was thinking about it, you know.
So, okay, that's fair. That's fair to say. Sometimes we make up things in our mind and make it worse than it ever really is.
Yeah, your mind, I'm telling you.
Your mind will have you coming up with all these stories and plots and endings. Mm-hmm. But if you've been together this long and you've established and you've built and you've grown, then hopefully you'll take what you started and continue that with respect to knowing who the other person is. Mm-hmm. I will be honest too, during that waiting period, I was getting like frustrated. Like, I know what I want. Why is it taking you so long to figure out whether or not this is what you want forever or not? So I was taking it in personal, but he was looking at it from a different perspective. And so I guess I'm saying that to say many times women are frustrated and they feel like maybe the guy just don't want them or they don't want the same things, but your process was different. So a girl's frustrated. A young lady may be frustrated right now because they're waiting on their boo to make a decision. What are some of the reasons that you would say to hang on, hold on, or to go ahead and cut that off?
Well, to hold on because, like what you said, that they got to they got to have a conversation, look at the man's point of view, because you didn't know until I said something about sharing my space.
Yeah, I didn't know that until after we got married.
So what you just said, you know, you got to look at. You gotta have a conversation with them and see, look.
So it might have been easier if you would have said, I am contemplating whether or not I can give up my space before I make this commitment.
I don't know if I would have said that because I'm saying that because then that might have made
me feel another way.
Right, make you feel another way. I ain't want that, you know. So I would have had to go about it another way, you know, like
by not saying nothing, and that made it worse.
Hey, it's over now.
Each individual situation is going to be different, of course. But if you're in that situation where Leanne and I were, 5 years ago, and I'm all frustrated and, like it should take you this long to figure out whether or not you want to be with me, and he over there trying to contemplate, am I really ready? I love this girl and I do think I can be forever with her, but am I really willing to give up my space? Is that going to be a problem for me? I don't want. So it could be a myriad of things as to why a person may be, still trying to make up their mind. And if you feel
it's only make up your mind as far as me, my space, not that make up
not about me,
right?
Oh, okay,
they ain't not that now at all,
Well, I'm glad your space didn't win. After all,
I'm glad it didn't win either.
And see, what he didn't understand too is that I was a person who I enjoyed my own space as well because I had been single single mother. I had my own room, my own this, my own that. So right now we have worked out where we have our own spaces in the house. We even have our own bathrooms because we just
give
like
her
our
the space.
Yeah,
give her the space.
and we understand that about each other. So there's no need to being offended by it or being offended by it.
I got my man cave.
And I have my lady lair.
What you call it?
My lady lair. I guess you wanted to call it my diva den.
I mean, you call it what you want. That's what I thought it was. But she
my diva den, my lady lair.
Yeah, and she gotta get a secret knock before she come in there. She don't be doing it. She just walk right in, y'all.
That I'm not doing.
She get a secret knock.
I respect you need your space, but we're not knocking. We're not doing no secret knocks.
She wouldn't even let me close the door.
But why? Leon and I have faced probably one of the hardest things we had to face in our marriage so far that we had to work through. I had to work through, and I had to get to a point of saying, regardless of what, this is who I want to be with, and we worked through it. And I thank you for that.
I thank you for working through it.
Well, see, yeah, because I had to work through it. It was just one of those things. But you got to have an understanding that you're gonna face those things, but face them together. Give each other the time and the patience to heal from things that may happen in your situation or your marriage.
That's one of the key things. Giving them that time and space. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
By you trying to resolve it on the spot. Some people need to. I think everybody needs to heal, or
they need the time to get to a better place.
Get it back, because you might end up pushing them away.
So we have this thing that we like to do. We pray every night before we go to bed. And one of the hardest things to do is to continue that when you know there's a thing between you. But we press through and we continue to have that moment of prayer or praying together before bed. And one of those, during that period, one of the times I just said, just pray for me because I'm having a hard time, and I had to be honest in those moments, which gave him an opportunity to hear my heart and see where I was, but to also pray for me, in that moment, because he wanted me healed. Even though it was a situation between us, he didn't want me hurting anymore. And so, okay, not to be preachy, but to be real, you gotta have that God life. You gotta invite God into your mix.
I'm telling you, yes, sir. You gotta
and
do
neither
that.
one of us are perfect in as far as Christendom, whatever the case may be. We all learning and growing every day. But I feel like if that wasn't a part of who we were, I don't know if we could have made it through it as well as we did. I don't know. What do you think?
You might not have.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wasn't even trying to find out.
If you know what your purpose is as far as being together, at the end of the day, this is the person that you want to spend the rest of your life with. Practice grace. Be honest with each other. Talk to each other. If you're in that waiting season where one person has decided that they want to move forward in commitment, but the other person is still lingering, have that honest conversation. I know it's hard. I know it is. But have the conversation. At the end of the day, understand, okay, is this somebody that I really want to be with?
Yeah. If you had that conversation and it still may not turn out the way,
that's true.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
So.
But it's better to know on this end than that, because you don't want the person to continue to spin their wheels. Because you really want to be in a relationship where you both want the same things.
Right.
So just be encouraged. Really evaluate your relationships to see if they're assets or liabilities, to see if there are relationships where you both are adding to each other's lives. And if that is the case, then it may be a relationship worth committing to. Right?
Right. I'm hungry, y'all.
It's about the we.
It's about we hungry. Woo. We are hungry.
Thank you for joining us this week.
With the leaks, right? Huh?
Peace, y'all.
Yeah.
So we clown together.
We clown together.
We clown together.
See, she make a song out of everything. That thing get on my nerves sometimes.
No, it don't.
No, it don't. I ain't gonna click off. We just gonna sit here.
I thought you were hungry.
I thought we was hungry. See, she ain't learned nothing. What are you waving at? What's on the other side of the camera?